זוהי זכותו הטבעית של העם היהודי, להיות ככל עם ועם עומד ברשות עצמו במדינתו הריבונית, אשר תפתח לרווחה את שערי המולדת לכל יהודי, ותעניק לעם היהודי מעמד של אומה שוות זכויות בתוך העמים. לפיכך נתכנסנו אנו חברי מועצת העם, נציגי היישוב העברי והתנועה הציונית, ביום סיום המנדט הבריטי על ארץ ישראל. מתוקף זכותנו הטבעית וההיסטורית ועל יסוד החלטת עצרת האומות המאוחדות, אנו מכריזים בזאת על הקמת מדינה יהודית בארץ ישראל, היא מדינת ישראל.
स्टेट ऑफ इजराइल के क़याम के बाद फ्री मेसन्स के मकासद का एक बहुत बड़ा मरहला पूरा हो गया। खिलाफत का निज़ाम टूटकर अलग अलग रियासतों और ममालिक में बंट गया और आधी से ज़्यादा मुसलमान दुनिया अब फ्री मेसन्स के कंट्रोल में थी। लेकिन इजराइल अभी भी एक नया और कमज़ोर मुल्क था। फ्री मेसन्स ये बात जानते थे कि इस वक्त इजराइल की दुनिया भर में हुकूमत के लिए जंग का आगाज करना खुद इजराइल के लिए खतरा होगा। इसलिए उन्होंने जंगी मुदाखलत को छोड़कर दुनिया की दूसरी ज़रूरी चीज़ों पे काम करना शुरू कर दिया और दूसरी जगह आहिस्ता आहिस्ता इजराइल को हर तरीके से मजबूत बनाते रहे। दुनिया की सारी बड़ी इंडस्ट्रीज, मीडिया और गवर्नमेंट्स में पहले की तरह अपनी खुफिया मुदाखलत और कब्जा जारी रखा। मुसलमान दुनिया में अपनी साजिश के जरिए तबाही, जंगी हालात और फितने फैलाकर मुसलमान दुनिया को कमज़ोर करते रहे। ये सब कुछ इजराइल को दुनिया की रूलिंग स्टेट बनाने के लिए और अपने उस मसीहा के लिए जिसका इंतज़ार वो पिछले 2000 साल से आज तक कर रहे हैं और जिसका दुनिया के सामने आने का वक्त अब बहुत बहुत करीब है।
Before we attempt to answer the question, let us turn to another hadith, another statement of the Prophet ﷺ, which is of crucial importance. It is also in Sahih Muslim. He said that when the Antichrist is released, he will live on earth for 40 days. 40 days. Yawmun kasana. One day like a year. Yawmun kashahr. One day like a month. Yawmun kajum'a. One day like a week. Wasairu ayyamihi ka ayyamikum. And all his days, implying all the rest of his days, would be like your days. When his day, now listen carefully, when his day is like our day, he would be in our dimension of time. And when he is in our dimension of time, then we can see him. At that time, of course, he would be, said the Prophet ﷺ, a Jew, a young man, powerfully built, with curly hair. Where would he be at that time? Of course, he would be in Jerusalem, ruling the world from Jerusalem, the way the world is now ruled from Washington. But where would he be when he's released on earth in a day which would be like a year? And where would he be on earth in a day which is like a month? And where would he be on earth in a day which is like a week? Do we have answers for that? Yawmun kasana, one day like a year. Yawmun kashahr, one day like a month.
What's this other jet doing? What's this other jet doing?
Terror begins with Al-Qaeda, but it does not end there. It will not end until every terrorist group of global reach has been found, stopped, and defeated.
And that the events which are now unfolding in the world, the attack on Afghanistan, the attack on Iraq, the new American imperium that is taking over the world, are all meant to serve one mission: to pave the way for the state of Israel to wage a big war. And as a consequence of that big war that Israel is going to wage, the territory of the state of Israel is going to dramatically expand to encompass the biblical frontiers of Israel, of the Holy Land. Bible says, from the river of Egypt to the river Euphrates. That's not true. The Quran proves that that is false. The Holy Land does not exist from the river of Egypt to the river Euphrates. That is false. But it's there in the Bible. They put it in. And so Israel has to wage a big war which will dramatically expand the territory of the state so that Israel will control the Suez Canal tomorrow. And Israel will control the oil of the Gulf tomorrow. When Israel wages that big war, I expect that Israel will unleash weapons of warfare we've never seen before. And at the end of it, Israel will take over from the United States as the new ruling state in the world. But Israel cannot wage that war while still there are any significant obstacles in the way. And now put on your thinking caps. Which is the most significant obstacle which still stands in the way of Israel waging her big war? Is it a man named Osama bin Laden and his men hiding in caves in Afghanistan? Are they significant obstacles in the path of Israel? Is it Taliban in Afghanistan? Wake up. None of these are significant obstacles in the path of Israel. Israel has one major obstacle in its way that must be removed before Israel can wage that big war. And it is Pakistan's nuclear weapons capacity.